And now, meteorologist Dan Henry with your Weather First forecast.
The heat is on across the lower 48 for the first half of the weekend. We're actually looking relatively cool compared to folks in Montana. 90 degrees for a high in Billings out there. 103 in Las Vegas, 109 in Phoenix. Bitterly hot weather there, and then bitterly cold stuff on the Cascades here in Oregon. 62 for a high in Portland, 60 in Seattle. Freeze watch is in effect for folks at elevation there in Oregon. Pretty crazy stuff. Our model data indicates a high near 90 for inland parts of the Suncoast, but closer to the water, we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s. Severe weather possible on the Canadian border and throughout the Mississippi River Valley, but then closer to home, I don't expect any strong thunderstorms. It could be one or two locally strong, I should say, but not severe in nature, unlike what we saw on Friday to end the week. So your weekend's looking good for the rest of the time being. Slightly drier air and fewer storms are in the forecast. Warm days with low rain chances for the early part of the work week before deeper tropical moisture moves back in. And we are watching the Gulf for the possibility of development, although the odds are looking lower and lower that it would be something that would directly impact us here on the Suncoast. 86 to 88 degrees for a high today on the water, but as you saw just a second ago, 90 plus inland, and you factor in that heat index. The humidity is not as high today, but the heat index still going to be in the mid to upper 90s, so still very warm out there. 71 to 73, and overall a very comfortable evening for us once again for the Sunday morning. So another day where we will be waking up quite comfortable out there. Future track does keep things a little bit rainy late, especially inland, but along the coast we should be mainly in the clear by sunset. And as we head towards Sunday, it's a pretty similar forecast as dry air continues to exert some influence over us here on the Suncoast, and overall means good weather for the second weekend of June. So taking a look at the tropics now, obviously it's June, it's the time of year we got to keep a little bit closer eye on things. Deeper tropical moisture here to our south and east, and then a couple showers and storms blooming earlier on Saturday there out over the Gulf, but we're looking good for now. No development expected, or even possible I should say, in the next 5 days, but days 6 and 7 here of the atmospheric moisture forecast here in the European model shows a possibility of some deeper tropical moisture trying to get its act together here in the southwestern Gulf. It's possible this area of tropical moisture could move toward the south central Gulf. Folks in Texas and Louisiana need to keep a close eye on things for next weekend. Closer to home, though, the risk of tropical impacts looks low here for the next 7 days. So that's a good thing, right? So anyway, high temperatures in the upper 80s over the next week or so. We're keeping the heat on. Rain chances do go back up just a little bit to 40% starting next Tuesday.